Hi, Paul.
Sorry. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Jay.
Hey yourself, yes.
Hey, myself. Hey, Bo.
Yeah, how are you?
I wonder if
Fine.
Kevin is coming.
Kevin is coming. Oh,
I don't know. I wonder if he's coming.
oh,
But today
okay.
it's the first time Ricky joined us.
Yep.
Yeah, but next week I won't be. I'm going to a camping or something.
Wow.
So, yeah,
The boy
the
is so happy. Yes.
Wow,
luxury camping
wow,
because
you can go
you
camping.
have to rent a truck camper
Wow. And
and
then like
then
you
you live in the car.
live in
So
the car like
yeah,
caravan or something, right?
yeah. My wife said, "Oh yeah, you promised," and then I have to they have to like each person rent a cam. I'm like and then it's very expensive actually. So,
Oh my God.
but it's COVID, right? Well, I guess it's almost gone, but
Yeah, I mean like
that-
in Canada, I think it's already like normal times, but in Malaysia, it's actually the worst time right now. So
oh,
right, yeah, good for you,
but
good for
yeah,
you.
they still take precautions. So so they each one like I don't know why they like free family have free each person rent a truck camper. So but it's already gone the COVID, right? But they still want to rent one each. So I'm like, that's a lot of waste money. But
Nice one, nice one.
Okay, so this week we have Ricky, and last week Kevin wasn't here, so this week Kevin went for a haircut. All right, yeah. Once you guys start to get appointments, I'll recommend you have something like what Kevin have. Like mine is also a fake background, just in case you guys don't know. This is also a fake background. Once you guys start to get appointments, I'll recommend that. Okay, so just a little update from me. I just enrolled HTC in case you don't know. I just joined HTC few days ago, and I'm now going through week 0 and like a bit through week 1 content. So just share what I what I got with y'all. Now, Seafood Dan is very good at emptying your cup. Okay, because it's always like you can't teach you new things if you don't get rid of all the old and bad ideas. So that is the I mean, even though I've been through a lot of his stuff, I'll say I went through like 3 smart challenges and some of his materials. I mean, I've been watching his YouTube videos for some time. But damn, there's a big difference between watching his free YouTube content, the whole day workshop, and actually going to HTC. There's a big difference. And one of the takeaway, which he mentioned during Smart Challenge, but I didn't really understand when he mentioned, he said, watching the video is not learning. Watching the, let's say you read a book, the first time you read a book, the first time is not learning. Learning starts when you actually, after the class, you go and do something. That is actually the learning part. Just watching is the illusion of learning. So this is like one of the main things which I joined HTC because I have a habit of watching a lot of videos. Like I watch full interview sessions, full coaching sessions about 40-50 minutes from the future, and I watch Sifu's full day workshop stuff. I also have some other courses like product creation, marketing, and stuff like that. But the funny thing is, that's actually not learning. I thought that was learning until I go to HTC and it's like, okay, so that is not learning. So I thought I'd share that with you guys because that is one of my major aha moments. Like I need to change, like I have to throw away all my learning methods, so-called learning methods, and I have to approach learning in a different way. Okay, because like admirals like us, like if you follow Sifu, he have the emerald, sapphire, pearl, ruby, emerald, 4 types. I'm like 75% emerald and 20% ruby. That's my personality. So emeralds, like we like to keep absorbing information, but actually that is not learning. So that is like I was shocked when I really understand that, because when he mentioned that in Wealth Triangle and Smart Challenge, I don't think I get it. But this time when he mentioned, and I see the things that we're going to go through, it's actually very intense. So anybody who is considering HTC, you want to improve your confidence, mindset, closing skill, any one of these, I'll just recommend HTC. All right, $4,000, not cheap, frankly, but I think it's worth it. Okay, you get the accountability partner. I'm not sure who is going to be assigned to be my accountability partner. Every weekday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, same time, you have accountability. You have to answer 5 questions. Damn. So I'm like, I'm going to be very much disciplined after this, because that's like one of my weakness. I'm not very good at managing my own time and schedule. Like
my
we can
God.
always be better. So yeah, but I mean, I'll be sharing that with you guys during the sessions. So I expect a lot of changes, because just watching the closing videos on whatever, yes, I do learn a bit, but I think the speed and the intensity is not there. Okay, so I'll just apply a little bit of what I learned here and ask you guys one by one. Okay, first I'll just structure a flow here. Who is going to go first? How is this different than the old HTC? I never been to the old HTC, so I can't really answer you. Okay, you have to ask to somebody who've been through HTC 2.0 and 3.0. Then maybe it's a better answer. But from what I know, it's HTC 1.0, 2.0. There's no personal coach. There's no accountability partner. So you get a coach and you get an accountability partner. A coach will meet you once a week. Accountability partner will meet you 5 times a week. 5 times a week. You miss 1 accountability session, you get a warning. 3 accountability, you get fired from the program, I think. Yeah, it's I think they are serious. I don't want to. No, please don't ask me to find out. Right. So I'll just go in this order. Okay. Why boys last? Because I just recently spoke with you on Messenger. So I'll give you the last place. The few questions that I'll ask, basically you just answer these few questions. What you done last week? What you plan to do this week? Okay, then once everybody is done, there'll be an open Q&A session. You can ask me one question. So these sessions, I hope to give you guys extra clarity. I can give you because I'm not involved in your business. I'm not attached. I can give you a neutral perspective. I can give you a different point of view. All right. So let's start with Ricky. Okay, what have you done last week and what do you plan to do this week?
Do you say 5 questions or just 2 questions?
5 questions is for HTC. For you guys, we just make it 2. Discount.
Okay.
We'll give
I'm
you a discount.
curious about all 5 questions. But
5 questions, I actually wrote it down, but never mind. Let's forget about that.
okay.
Just focus on you guys.
Because you unshare, what did you do last week?
Yeah, what did I do last week?
I see it like 2 seconds. So what do you done last week? What am I going to do this week? So I okay, you can unshare now.
I'll just keep it here. Okay.
Let me check my calendar this week.
Roughly just tell us like what did you do for your business? It doesn't have to be like very, very accurate. At most 3 big things you've done for your business.
Yeah, last week I was reading like a book called You Move My Cheese, and then I try to make some video. This week I am going to look at the video once and then edit the video and then try to post it when I come back from camper. So that's my plan.
Okay, read a book and a video. Okay,
Mhm.
so whenever you say you did something, I'll ask the question like, how does this move you closer to your goal?
Yeah, so yeah, I think read a book, it's what Tony told me to do, told us to do. So and that book kind of helped me realize which kind of person I am, right? And then the video I must do. So I want to be the like the kind of awaken, like in my niche. I need to make video so that people know me, so the leads come in. So that's why I need to make the video, and it is super important. Well, more important, but it's very hard to do.
Okay.
It's very hard to do, but
because-
it's super important.
Because it's new to you, I won't say what you should or shouldn't do. At this stage, I just want you to take some step. Then once you start to do some things, I can give you some other questions to look at. Then you have more clarity. But at this moment, I don't want to overload you. At this stage, if you take action doing the video, actually, I think that's a very good improvement. It's a very good breakthrough. You're doing something you're uncomfortable. So that alone, I'll say congratulations and go ahead.
Yeah,
once you did like 2 or 3, then maybe we can talk about a little bit more specifics.
My second breakthrough, I think now is I start to be able to record video, but it's not interesting, right? Have to improve something, but I don't know. I think I need to.
This is your second video?
Like 10 minutes video.
Yeah. This is your first or second 10-minute video?
Well, I couldn't say like it's first or second because I was in Smart Challenge.
Yeah,
too, right? So I recorded a few there.
Okay. So, if it's under 10, I won't worry about it yet.
Yeah.
Once you do like a few more, I can give you some questions to ask yourself. And really, if you want to be good at that, the course is tube your own horn, or maybe get something from the log shop about YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
But I can give you some ideas on what type of videos you want to create, how to make it interesting. I'm probably the wrong person to ask, but I can give you like a general direction. Okay. So congratulations, you did something last week, and we all hope you enjoy your camping.
Yep. Okay. Next.
So Kevin, how's your last week?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Actually, last week I did nothing. I went on a vacation.
Okay, that's fine.
So there's nothing happening.
Everybody going for vacation now.
But this week I'm back.
Okay. Where did you go for vacation?
We went on a mountain. I forgot the name of the mountain. On the mountain. It's in a very rural area.
Okay, so how many days did you go for vacation?
5 days, I think. 5 days.
5 days, and you don't know the place. Seriously?
Yeah, I know the place. You know the name of the county. It's a county. It's a country, but I forgot the name of the mountain.
What county is it?
It's a Chinese name. I don't know if you.
It doesn't matter. I mean.
Yeah, it's if I translate to English, it means
why is it called in Chinese?
Yingshan. It's called like a hero mountain.
Okay. You guys who know China more than me, probably you will have an idea. I have no idea, right? So okay, that's interesting. I'm actually doing some practice in HTC because like my personality type, I'll highly encourage everybody to do a personality test. Boy, you did yours. All right. I'll just remind you to talk about the personality test during the Q&A. I don't want to interrupt Kevin too much. So I'm just showing you like what am I applying. Usually my personality type is I like to go straight to business. I don't like to talk a lot of personal talk, a lot of small chit chat. But I realized from HTC, you want to treat other people not as if how you would like to be treated. You want to treat them on how they want to be treated. So you need to know how to read people and know what personality type. So my personality type, I really don't like to talk about how's the weather, how have you been? Like I find it waste of time. Maybe Ricky will agree because me and him got a bit of a similarity. But most people, especially those who are extrovert, they will like it. They will feel more comfortable talking with you if you ask this kind of small talk question. You have a little small talk, they will feel more comfortable with you. So that's the main goal. So usually I won't ask about so much about your vacation, but I'm just practicing my things. Okay.
Okay.
else I won't be asking. But sometimes I'm just implementing a little. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I also found out during the closing call with some prospect. Some of them they will go directly into business.
then
they
you
won't
know what
talk
type of people
anything.
they are.
Yeah, but some they will talk about the coronavirus.
Yeah, so actually that gives you a good hint on what people they are. I'll just give you some hints. I can send you a PDF, Kevin. Later you can read about different type of people. Usually those who don't talk about go straight to the business, they're either personality type it's similar to me, INTJ, or if you use Sifu Danlock's the gem type, they're generally more Ruby type. Ruby, we go straight to business. We don't like to waste time. And generally Ruby and Emerald, I'm not sure about Emerald, like I think this is more of a Ruby trait, but maybe Emerald also the same. We don't like to talk about what we call nonsense. Okay, but just know that not everybody is like us. Okay, so that will help. Like I see your closing call with the prospect. He asked questions like that. Sometimes if you really listen, you can get some ideas to improve your session. So next time, a few things that you don't want to do, which is why I asked you to do the background because of one of his questions. Oh, you're using the beach, the beach background.
Yeah.
And he say, well, you wish you were there. I'm like, oh, okay, then I need to ask you to change the background because it gives people a very negative image. I was a little bit thinking of asking you to do that, but once somebody actually says that, I'm like, okay, I have to ask you to do it. Okay, so what do you plan to do this week?
Basically, I'm plan to still keep sending the cold emails. I plan to send another 10 cold emails to 10 new prospects.
Same niche?
Same niche.
Same niche. Okay.
Trading educators.
Okay, good. I think you have a good niche, and it happens to be something that you have experience with. So previously you have interest, now you have experience. I'm not sure if you already have results to share. If you have results to share, that will be the best. Interest?
I have something to share, but I'm not sure if I can share.
You can. Let me give you a way to share, which you probably wouldn't break any NDAs. So using the funnel we did, how many people came to the webinar? Before this is how many people, after this how many people, what is the closing rate before, what is the closing rate after?
You mean all the data, all the metrics?
These 4 things. Before and after 2 things. Before this, how many people attend? What is the closing rate? After, how many people attend? What is the closing? These 4 things. You shouldn't need to tell more than that. This is what this is very meaningful information because the business owner they hear, okay, you want them to come to a conclusion. When you do the copywriting for them, they get more people to go to the webinar. Number 1, more people show up. And not only more people show up, more people buy.
Yeah, but I think this only applies for when you tweak the funnel.
You can
it-
share
if it-
with them when you do the whole funnel. This is the
because-
result. Yeah.
Because if we are doing some new offers, then there's nothing to compare.
Okay. If a new offer, there's nothing to compare. Yes, but if you have this information to share, you can just share this before and after, how many people attend, and the result. You shouldn't need to talk more than that. From here, if you can show an improvement, they should probably be interested. When you're saying this, what you're actually telling them is, I know my stuff, I have experience. That is like the number one objection they have when they're hiring new people. When they are getting new copywriters, it's the number one objection. Can this person, does he know what he's doing? If when you share this, they won't ask that question. It's like, yeah, you know what you're doing. Okay, so that will help. So 10 cold emails, same niche. Okay, we are looking to hear from you next week.
Yeah, but yeah.
What but?
Because I missed the session last week.
It doesn't matter. It's all about yourself. Yes,
the week before the last, I had two closing call, but I didn't
happened?
close anything.
Okay, so you watch your own replay. Each closing call, usually I'll say, if I'm not mistaken, HTC we asked to find 3 things to improve. Never mind that. Find 1 thing to improve.
Yeah. After that, I found something, but it's too late.
Okay. Ball asked, wait, 10 cold emails per week.
No, not 10 cold email this week, because maybe next week I'm gonna do some follow up.
Okay. Ricky asked, Kevin, did you join HTC before?
No.
Okay. So thanks, Kevin, for sharing. Next, we will hear from Max.
Okay, all right. So last week I just sent 3, I think it's 4 cold emails. And then I have joined 1 live event, the J Abram. So
Okay.
on the live event, I start active, I talk to a person and I help them for the copywriting issue, but I just got 1 response from the attendees. So I helping her to improve her sales page headlines. So
is that a free gig? It improved the sales page. Is that a free gig or is that a paid gig?
No. This one I think is just a favor. I help him to do the headline critique, the headline part only.
Okay, fair. All right.
So
what niche is that?
The niche is life coach. She is helping the anxiety business owner to remove the anxiety. Yeah, I think
Okay. If you can help her to be more specific, it will help her. Business owner is very general, like what kind of business owner. The more specific she can be, the better. If it's like, I help e-commerce business owner remove anxiety so they can, that will be even better. But I mean, I'm glad to hear you made progress. You actually able to go and work. That was how I got my first $2,500. It's by pure accident. I wasn't like pitching or something. I was just going around and help people. Then this one lady from Australia, like, hey, you seem to be able to do these things quite well. Maybe you can help me for these 6 weeks for the whole training with all the tech stuff. So it works for me a few times. Just do it with the intention of, hey, I'm looking for clients, but I don't mind doing a little bit of free work. Change your headline, yeah, go ahead. If you want to write the whole sales page, then or tweak all section of the sales page, get something out of it. Don't do free work for that. Okay, yeah, because if you do free work for that, actually hurts you.
Yeah, this one I know. And it's very time consuming, right?
Yes.
So along with these 2 cold emails and live event, I just read the book.
What book is that?
Sales Like Crazy.
Sales Like Crazy.
Sabri Subi, I think the influencer from Australia.
Okay.
Okay.
I honestly don't know who is that. But I think I heard the title before of the book, Sells Like Crazy.
Mhm.
What is the main action you're going to implement from the book?
So actually, basically, the book is talk about how to sell anything or any businesses online, because that is the digital marketing agency book. So if you learn anything from there, you apply on how to find client, how to help your client to get result, and how to write copy on the copywriting.
We use books this way, like they'll say like you want to find 3 things to implement, but I give you a discount. What is the one thing that you are implementing from the book?
If the major things I learned, I think it should be helping clients to get the result, to write better copy.
Okay, I share a little from what I got from HTC. Like when we read the book, the goal of reading the book is not to finish the book, it's not to get new ideas, it's to like, okay, I want to get one thing and I want to implement it immediately. Then that is actually better than you read the whole book from A to Z. Okay, so if you get ideas, I'm happy for you, but I'll be even more happy for you if you can find something and you immediately apply it. That would be actually much more meaningful for you. Speaking from somebody who's watched a few thousand hours videos per year. I watch so much, sometimes I don't implement everything, I waste a lot of time. Okay, so I hope you don't make the mistake I make, that's all. Right, yeah.
So in this week, I'm planning to, I feel comfortable to send cold emails with a gift. So I think I probably can double up my cold emails, maybe 6 to 8. I think double will be eight cold emails for this week.
Okay.
And then I have joined another 2 live events. One is from Denlock, one is from recently Seafood Denlock just launched a new challenge, more sales challenge.
Yeah,
more
sales
sales
challenge.
challenge.
Okay.
Yes, I joined the sales challenge.
So if I'm understanding correctly, you are joining 3 live program, one from J. Abraham, one from Denlock, another one.
No, this week is 2. This week is 2.
Right. This is from, because I make this mistake. Sometimes I join too many live events. If it's a challenge, okay, whatever. But if let's say it's a higher ticket, not high, but $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 program, then one at a time, you join, you immerse. During that time, it's like, don't go and learn everything else, because if the program is good, there's more than enough things for you to learn and expand the context. By having too many things at one time actually hurts you. This is one of the mistakes I made last time as well. Like I joined a lot of trainings, then end up the intensity is not there, the attention is split. I find it's actually a waste of time. So join one thing, implement something. Then if you want to go on the next thing, okay, you can go ahead. Let me know what you've get from the Denlock. I think my friend also is joining. My friend from UK.
Yeah, because I know Denlock's the more sales challenge is more intensive. So that one will be use up all my time.
Yeah.
But the second live event, just a 1-day event.
Oh, okay.
Just
It's
1-day event. I just go there, and then I get to know some business owner. That's all.
Okay. So we are looking to hear your progress for the cold email next week. 6 to 8 cold emails.
All right.
All
Okay.
right. So, Bo, how's your week?
Okay, so last week, most of my time is spent on delivering the cart abandonment sequence. And then after delivering the sequence, the business owner thinks that my copy is not native enough. But he's a Chinese living in Canada for more than 10 years. So he actually can pick up some, maybe some copy isn't natural. So, but the problem is that he doesn't know how to edit it, because he's not native, right? So he asked his employee, is a native Canadian.
Mhm.
and then I directly contacted his employee
Mhm.
to give him my copy,
Mhm.
and then I have to prepare a brief so that he understand the whole strategy and understand the context of each email.
I have one question. The native, is he a copywriter or is he involved in marketing or something?
I doubt so. That's a problem.
All right.
Um,
Because this is a red flag.
yes. So I do as much as I can to provide a guide for him to edit, like maybe to make the copy conversational, personal, whatever,
Mhm.
or ask questions like, would you say this to a friend if you were like having a beer with him, something like that? The bar stool test, just to make the copy sound like personal and conversational. Okay.
I mean, the red flag is the red flag with the client,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't think your client understands copywriting.
Yes,
It's
that's
not
the
about,
problem.
once you have this red flag, don't spend too much time on this. Go get a new client.
Makes sense.
I
Makes
can
sense.
tell you this is not going to be your ideal client. It actually takes you a lot of work. Now imagine what you have to do to turn this into a good client.
Yes.
You need to educate the person about copywriting and marketing. You need to educate the native. The native might or might not be motivated to participate. Yeah. So this last time I already have a hunch that this is probably not your dream client. That doesn't mean you can't spend time if they're paying you well. You can spend some of the time to get there, but don't be overly emotionally invest for this to be your dream client, because
Makes
a lot of
sense.
times it's like you know this person and you hope that you. I'll just use a dating example. You met this girl, you like her a lot. You really hope that she will be the perfect person, so you hope very high, and then that's where disappointment comes from. Right? So you need to. This comes with, unfortunately, life experience. We need to see things as what it is and what not it can be. Sometimes, yes, 1 out of 100, you can nurture a person from zero to hero, but I'll say, frankly, it's not our job. Okay, you guys probably don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay,
yeah.
just find somebody who understands the value, your value, the value of your work. Sorry, find somebody who understands the value of your work. Then just help that person. I'll recommend you to some more proposals in artwork or cold emails,
Yes.
whichever
Yes.
works. Okay.
Sure. So yeah, that's a problem, because like after, like, let's say if I got a retainer from him, that will be a chaos, because like I need to like let him
no,
like
then you know.
edit every, you imagine if I send daily emails, and every daily emails need to go through the employee, and the employee is actually
I don't think the employee is motivated to help you.
yes, and the employee is actually like managing his own like own job scope, like dealing with invoices, emails, customer service, whatever. Okay, and additionally, he need to edit my email. So
the employee, it will feels like you're giving him a lot more trouble. This is how employees think. So they generally don't like that. Like my smart clients, most trusted employee, right hand man, drag him to go smart challenge, don't want to go. Yeah, good job. I mean, he invested in that person a lot, like trained him a lot. He actually helped the person achieve financial independence. And now the person is too comfortable. He don't want to learn and grow the company. He don't want to put in extra. So I told a smart client, I told you this 2 years ago. You shouldn't focus on all these activities. You didn't believe me. Let's just add this one more to the list of things where I regret I didn't listen to Jay 2 years ago. The list is getting longer and longer. The list is getting longer and longer, but which is why I say, frankly, you guys, you don't want to do what I'm doing. It's a very thankless job. You don't get, maybe you get paid, maybe you don't get paid a lot, but frankly, it's a very thankless job. Just go and find somebody who recognize the importance of copy, recognize the importance of digital marketing, help those type of people. I think there's enough of this type of people out there. We don't need to like go train people. Hey, actually, you need to do this because it's a waste of time.
Makes
You know?
sense.
So that is also something I want to look to do, because I think I'm joining HTC because I think I want to for me to help people more effectively, I need to know how to coach people. I need to know how to close people on ideas before I'm proven right. Like currently, it's easy for me to get people to listen because a lot of the things that I've been through myself, or I can see the train wreck coming. But I don't want to depend on this. I will highly recommend everybody to take up a bit of coaching. Okay, you can just watch some videos to get an idea, because coaches are actually closers. Coaches are actually closers. You can actually coach yourself. You can take up a journal. It can be a book. It can be a Google Docs. Frankly, I don't care about the vehicle. Just write down every day what you did. Have some accountability for yourself. If you can't find an accountability partner, just do that. This isn't covered in HTC. This is just what I asked anybody. Last time, like anybody want to learn something from me, I say, get a book and write down every day. There's one thing you learn, one thing you discover. It can be something, a new discovery, or something which you assume it is right. And today you know it's not right. You write that down. After 30 days or 90 days, you have actually a whole book, and you can see, oh my God, so many things I thought last time is true, it's actually not true. Okay. That's actually not the best coaching method, but it's better than nothing. And it's free for you.
And in addition to that, because like I watched one of the Crystal's video, and
Okay.
I one of his, like, I discovered one very interesting idea, which is called hijack your mentors. I don't know if you heard
I
that
never heard of that, honestly.
Okay, yeah, it's from Crystal. And then what he said is that you can like seek for you can ask mentors to mentor you without them to like I mean you can get coaching from mentors that are like without using their time. Actually, like it's what we are doing with Crystal, right? We watch his video. Yeah,
But that is
basically that.
honestly, it's very scratching the surface. It's better than nothing, don't get me wrong. If currently you can't afford coaching, no choice. Okay. But once you can, money sitting in the bank is not going to help you accelerate your process, your progress, and your process. Yeah. So I mean, if you can't afford it, I understand. Then something is better than nothing. So at least I can share with you all like some things that you can do. Like actually within this group, you can have your own accountability partner. Let's say Max want to hook up with Bor. For example, every day 10 in the morning. Yesterday I did this, today I'm going to do this. 2 things. That's it. Forget 5. 2 things. Yesterday I did this, today I'm going to do this. Then if every day you get the same thing, today I'm going to send finally send cold email to prospect A. You get that for 5 days, then you'll be asking like, hey, what are you doing? Okay, so just feel free to form that. I'll be getting my accountability partner, I think this week or next week. Okay, we have actually 5 questions and we have to do everything within 10 minutes. More than 10 minutes is actually wrong. So we have to learn to be very, very concise. Okay,
so the call is actually like last like 10 minutes.
maximum 10 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So jump on the call and update for 5 minutes each and then end.
Yes.
Wow.
It's actually good because it trains you to be very clear. The less time you have, the more clear you need to be to get your point across. And it's also good training because I believe when it's closing, your prospect is not going to give you half an hour to convince them. In a very short time, you need to, So damn, I really wish you can join HTC. Like, it's
Kevin. I mean, like I'm not sure if I'm there. Like I don't have any leads to close.
Ricky, HTC currently is a 90-day program. Currently, it's a 90-day program. I'm not sure, like, can you take a break in the center or what? But I'll strongly encourage you not to. So maybe after when you come back from vacation, I can hook you up with one of the closers on Denlock Group. You can go explore. He'll tell you if you're ready. He's actually a better person to ask. I can just say from a participant point of view. Okay, I think it's good if you have the extra cash there. Yeah, not really extra cash. One of the quote we got, it's never a lack of resource, it's a lack of resourcefulness. And I tell this to my smart client, like, don't be lazy. You always want to use your own cash. And if you are always using your own cash, you're not thinking. Did you pick your time on accountability session? I honestly don't know because I'm still waiting for them to contact me. They will say ideally they'll give you somebody within your time zone. Okay, yeah, I'll let you guys know. But damn, what the major benefits is really empty the cup. Like, Denlock's very good at doing that. Like, you think you know something about this, actually once you come in, you really don't know anything. So I'm also very happy I can share this with all of you. Okay, let us jump into the Q&A. Maybe you start with Bob first since you're already here. One question. Pick your best question.
So, like, what's the one mistake you would avoid? I like to ask this question to like all the like great guys I've met. So
good
like,
to ask this type of questions, but it will be better to ask a question when you attend Q&A session. I just give you a tip. Weekly Q&A or weekly interaction sessions, the best way you can benefit from this is you are stuck at something, you ask a question to get unstuck, and not to ask a question that once you hear, you feel, oh, I feel so smart once I know the answer. I used to have that type of feeling when I was in my early 20s. Like, I like to go and ask for this. I like to ask questions like what you're asking. Then until then, that time somebody who I consider a mentor, he realized what I'm doing. Then he like, this type of answers is meaningless. Now, the good answer for me doesn't apply to you because the gap is very big. Okay, so try to ask questions like, currently I'm stuck on this. I don't know what I should do next. Or let's say you can even like, I know what I need to do, but I don't know why I don't want to do it. I don't know why am I like not really doing it. Can you give me some perspective? That's actually more useful for you. Okay, like these kind of questions like what is the best way to avoid stuff or whatever, like it's not very useful for your situation. I give you another chance to go and think of another question. Let's go back to Ricky. You have any questions?
Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm not sure you know, but I'm just going to ask, pretend you know everything.
If I really don't know, I'll say I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, on LinkedIn, I'm trying to add people that might be my prospect, and when I add them without saying anything, I know it's not going to work. Sometimes, well, sometimes they will just add me. Sometimes, but how can I increase the success rate of adding people? Is it
Yeah, I was
like
al-
Tony adding?
I was almost going to help you to phrase your question, but you
Yeah.
phrase it. So I was going
Okay.
to say there is no one thing when you do is 100% people at you, but you can increase the percentage. But you just said that. Okay, so this is what I do. Two things. Number one is if you are totally not connected, you do not have any mutual friends, chances of people adding is going to be lower. So if you want to approach somebody, make sure you have some mutual friends before that. I'll give you an example. I'll just share my screen, all right? Now on LinkedIn, I have a few, let's just say I have a few kingpin prospects. Okay. I procrastinate sending him a follow-up email until now and go and do extra things. Okay. I'm calling out myself for that. All right. Now, before this, there are no mutual connections. So what I did was I go and approach, like no offense to these other peoples, I go and approach those smaller players. Like Jeffrey Gitomer is not a small player. It is not a small player. Okay, but I was like, yeah, I just add them. Somehow they accept me. Jim Pansero is like, no offense, Jim, but he's a smaller player. So I go and add them. I add many actually. I add many. So these three actually accept the request. So now let's say now I go and add. Now I go back to Victor. Then he see actually this person is connected with a few other sales trainer. Yeah, chances of people accepting is higher. Actually, the same thing goes for Facebook. Like
But when you get started, do you need to say anything or try to give some
that is part
gift
two.
to?
That is
Oh,
part two.
okay.
Number two is you want to give them a reason to like you, a reason to add you. So I'll just say for myself, when I approach to add, okay, when I add her, I say, hey, I just enrolled in your course. Like when you add on LinkedIn, you can add a little note, correct? So for her, it's very simple. I just add like, hey, I bought your course. Okay. So one way to really get people's attention is you actually go and buy their stuff. Kind of hard for them to not at least add you. I mean, they can, but
Then you just refund it.
if they I was going to say, if you do that, you know they're an asshole. But if you go refund it, maybe they are two assholes now. All right. Like I buy the course because I really want to learn that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't buy the course because I want to go message somebody. Don't get the wrong message. Like I really want to learn that thing, so I'm already buying the course. I might as well add them. Okay. So let's say now I want to approach Crystal. I better have some common friends, correct? Yeah. Okay. So he didn't accept me because maybe only one mutual friend. Not enough. Okay. Actually, same thing happens for Facebook. Like my friend request here. I got so many here. Oh shit. There's so many here. I'm like, I don't know. So usually what I see is I see mutual friends. And if the mutual friends I can recognize 3, I'll add. I think your prospect will have the same mindset. I think they'll have that. Yep. So one way is you can go for the challenge or any events. Veronica is trolling me. Okay, so you can go to those
from HTC. From
Academy.
Team 10 Locks, Team 10 Lock, right?
Yeah, it's Copy Academy because I'll be helping behind the scenes things. Okay, so it's gonna be the same thing here. Like when you go for networking events, especially the paid ones, I really don't like to go for free networking events. Go to networking events, add a speaker, anybody who is a guest speaker, go add them as friend. Go network around. I find that to be useful. You can see in the group like who are the ones who you want to hook up with. Okay. So 2 things. Number 1, be connected. Don't be like this is the prospect you want, then straight away add. No. I'll leave you with this quote because Ricky is more of the emerald, more smarter type. Shortest path.
Don't look at me like that. I call myself stupid in the video.
Last time I also think like you until I met other people. Okay. I'll just share this video with you. You guys can go watch this. I'm not going to play it here. Shortest path isn't always the fastest. Okay. 7 seconds. Oh, I think I'm not sure if I play this, you guys can see it, but okay. Shortest path isn't always the fastest. Like I like this so much. You can actually use this as a story. You can actually use this in your emails when you're writing it for clients. Sometimes the most direct path, you shouldn't go direct. Sometimes you need to go to other steps. So how can this apply? When you want to add somebody, don't straight away add the person. Go add around, add them. Okay, this is one way you can apply. Second way is, you want to get clients, don't send cold email without giving a gift. It seems faster, quote unquote faster. Shortest path isn't always the fastest.
I already tried. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Add value. At least even if you can't add value, at least build a connection. Make them ask for your service. Make them start a conversation with you.
Yep.
Yeah. So shortest path isn't always the fastest. Okay. So I hope that is useful for you.
Yeah, thanks. Yep.
Okay. So Kevin, any questions this week?
Yes, actually, I'm considering to create the content for my own YouTube channel.
Okay.
The first problem is I'm not quite sure like who is my audience, because now all my clients they are in the coaching, like trading education niche. I'm considering, should I only create content for this group of people?
Yes.
Or should I?
You can create content for their audience. You can create content for them. I don't think there's a wrong answer. It's just which is more effective. I'm probably not the best person to say which is more effective. I can, because at what stage you are, I can actually recommend you some stuff you can go and watch, and after that you will know what videos to create. Now, everybody else in this group, I will not give this recommendation. It's only because Kevin already have some gigs. He can close gigs, and this will accelerate his process. Other people, I'll just say stick with cold emails first. Don't try to do so many things. It's only because Kevin has reached another step, then this will actually be useful for him. Anybody else who, if you're going to do this video thing, might not be the best use of your time currently. All right. So Kevin, I'll remind me in Slack to give you what videos to make. Just remind me. I scared I forget.
Okay.
Okay. Because that will be helpful. You go through that the thing I sent you, you will know, because he's a much better teacher than me.
Okay.
It's not from Denlock, don't worry. It's not from Denlock. I learn from different people. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Ricky said just do the push-up, just do it. Yes, but Kevin is not camera shy, so he's okay with that. If you're a bit camera shy, then I'll say I don't care, just go and do something. But for him, actually, I have some specific recommendation. Okay, so just remind me in Slack. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Next, Max, do you have a question to get unstuck?
Yes, I have one question. I
Yes.
want to ask about the personalized gift every time I send in the cold email.
Personalized gift. Okay, yes.
So how big should I prepare the personalized gift for them? because recently, just a few weeks ago, I sent all the cold emails. I just tweaking their headlines or their email subject. That's all. That's two only. But in the middle, I feel that this personalized gift is not that compelling to, or not attractive enough to make them gain interest on me. So I want to ask, how big is my personalized gift I should prepare?
Okay, so first thing, I'll just actually do a little bit of coaching. You don't want to pass judgment when you do the work. This thing is not enough. When everybody is doing nothing, when everybody is spamming, actually doing some work upfront is good. Okay, but the question is valid. How much work is enough? So I'll actually ask Kevin to share what are the free gifts he did, because he the one who got more cold emails gigs. So I think it's better for him to share. Kevin, do you mind?
Actually, I only did 2 types of free gift. If I give them, some writing samples. One is, sales email to promote his webinar or some front-end offer. The second type of free gift is a thank you page, because usually their thank you page sucks. There's nothing there. You can create a very short short offer, fun offer, not too complex, because if it's a long sales page, you spend too much time. But actually right now I'm focusing on, this week I plan to send 10 cold emails with no free gift. Or my free gift is they are all the fully analyzing emails, all the strategies to analyze what's wrong, how can you improve your conversions. I plan to go this way and see how it goes.
Yeah. Share with us the result. We'll be curious.
Yeah. And then for the next 10, I'm gonna try, send some.
I won't stop you guys from trying new stuff. Okay, but just know that there are some best practices. If this, I don't like to do this, but it's like planting a negative seed. But if this doesn't work, then just revert to what previously worked. Because previously you're obviously doing something right, because you're getting some response. Okay, but if you want to go for the strategy, go ahead. It might turn out better. Like, who knows? What do I know?
Yes, that's my big concern, because if I want to prepare like a sales email for the thank you page, but actually I'm not really understand what is their selling point, because their landing page, their sales page is very vague. I don't get any what is their selling point. So
this is where actually I have a solution, but I'm not sure if you should do that. I'll just share the solution first. The solution is you can look at their competition and suggest them some angles. I see your competition is doing A, B, C, and D, but I think your target audience is this. So I think you should use this angle. That being said, it depends on the business owners, like how good are they in marketing. If they are very bad at marketing, everything I mentioned will not make any sense to them, and you end up wasting a lot of your time, because you need to study their competition. However, it works if, let's say, you're going to approach everybody in the same niche. You approach vendor A, vendor B, vendor C, vendor D, vendor. So you study everybody one time, and you give the overview. Okay, I studied 5 of these companies, company A, B, C. 5 of them, this is maybe you can do a table or a SWOT analysis, whatever it is. Just say, I studied 5 of these. Now I'm picking somebody to work with. Let me know if you're interested.
See, all right.
Yeah. So now you don't have a problem. They have a problem. Because somebody who actually studied the market competition is going to help somebody. They would really don't want you to help their competitor. So this is where a little strategy can actually improve the result. But don't do for different people. I like you say your competitor is doing this and this, make them scared. Yeah. You want to position you yourself in a place where you say no is your problem. I don't have a problem. You say no is your problem. I can go and somebody else. I'm pretty sure somebody else want my help. Suck it. I'll hate it to be your competitor.
So what do you mean is like maybe I just say the sales email. Okay, let's say the sales email. I write a sales email is based on competitor research, and then I send to the business owner as a personalized gift. Do you mean?
I was thinking on the sales page. I was imagining on the sales page. Or you can say the product is like your sales page. You're writing on the angle of give me the product so I can have some ideas.
Let's say dating consultant, right? For relationship dating consultant.
Okay, relationship dating consultant. Let's say they are all for
divorce, and then they want to get a second marriage.
want to get second marriage. Shit, that's something I actually don't know anything about. But just say, okay, these are the few competitors. Competitor A, just show them your summary. Competitor A is using what angle? Competitor B is using what angle? Competitor C is using what angle? D, what angle? E, what angle? Actually, I'll even show some writing skill in the email. I'll say, one of these competitors are using a very bad angle because it doesn't match their target audience. Would you be interested to know who's the one who fucked up? A, B, C, D, make sure they're one of it. Then they'll be like, oh, I hope it's not me. Yeah, maybe, yeah, what the hell? Tell me, who is it? It's best if you can have an engagement, means you write something to them, they have to reply to you. Don't like give all the solution up front. It's okay if you give a headline, but if you want to give a few things, I'll actually like make them ask for it. Okay, the main thing we're trying to do here is we show people, we show prospect, we do our homework, and we're here to help. We did our homework, we know what we're doing, we give them value upfront. Okay, so that is the main thing. How you do it, it can be a bit different from everybody. But I mean, the main idea is this. Because in that email, we're showing our expertise, we're showing our confidence, we are here to add value. We are here to add value, we actually care about this, and I actually did my homework. Very, very few people in the market do their homework before they approach people. Very, very few. Okay, so I think that will help.
So
And
let's
next,
say
for your situation, I'll say you pick a niche that you are you have interest with. Don't keep jumping around different niche. Unless you don't know what niche you want, then I probably can send you something to discover what is the niche you want to focus on. You probably want to do that. It feels less like work. You have a better time. You have a more enjoyable time. And I believe every niche, there are clients for you. Because if you keep jumping around, it takes a lot of time, and it's very hard to focus the attention. And it's very hard for you to gain niche expertise. That's one of the things which will separate you a lot. And you can do the same work, but if they know you just focus on a specific niche, your perceived value is much higher. You can be doing the same thing, but if you show, actually, I specialize in this, they will just pay you more. It's just human psychology. If you need help with that, just send me a message in Slack. Niche analysis. Find my niche. I think I can send you something. Okay. So let's see. I guess everybody asked their question, and I was only over by 5 minutes. Okay, because nowadays I want to keep track. of the time. So we actually have more people, and I actually finished the session ahead of time. So I'm very happy. Okay, personality type. Thanks for reminding. I actually forgot about it. I did many personality tests. I find this to be the one which is most accurate for me personally. Okay, so I highly recommend you take this test to. Okay, why you want to do this test? I'll just copy and paste it in chat. Where's chat? Oh, here. Okay, now why you want to do this? Few benefits. Number one, you'll be a better copywriter by default, because there are some things you think is important, but it's not important. Some things you think is not important, it's damn important. Like for my example, small talk. It annoys me. It's not like I think it's not important. It annoys me, but people actually feel more comfortable if we do it. So like it or not, I have to do it. So when we write, when we close, when we approach people, especially if you're going to message on LinkedIn, you better do your personality type. You better understand. Ricky, if you're operating in a lot of programmer environment, a lot of software engineer environment, chances are they're going to be more introvert. But even introvert, there are many, many types. Many, many types. So you want to know, like some introverts, they are very logic based. Some introverts are very feeling based. Some are very perceptive. Some are very looking for the abstract things. Like I'm the person who looks for abstract things. So everybody will be different. So when you do your copy or when you approach people, the faster you can put people into category, the faster you know what you need to say to get their attention and what you shouldn't say, so you don't piss people off. Because everybody, there will be something where you say, it will just like, so by knowing your type, number one, you understand yourself. Because when you understand yourself, you know what your biases are. Super important for everybody. If you know your own biases, that alone is very important. So first, go do your own. Then if you want, you can just share in a Slack channel, like what is your personality type. Anybody who I spend a bit more time, I generally ask them to go and take this, because I'm like, I will need to understand like your personality type, so I know how to give specific suggestions. It will be more effective for everybody. Okay, but even if we're not contacting on a regular basis, I find this works a lot. I took other personality tests. Some I don't really agree, but I find this to be the most agreeable. Now, once you do this, there are some YouTube channels who talk about these personality types. See if you agree with their assessment. Else, maybe the test is not, you were not very honest when you answer the test. Just know the test, there's no right and wrong answer. Everybody is just different. Okay, it's very seldom there's a right and wrong answer. Unless you're my smart client, then I say you're wrong. But that's a different story. Okay. How can we implement the result of the test? Just by knowing what are your biases, just by knowing what you overemphasize, that itself will help you. That itself will help you, because like I always wonder why others, they don't spend more time watching videos, because watching videos, I think, is learning. But it turns out it's my personality type. I like to keep absorbing information, even though it's not related. So I need to know. That's my addiction. So by knowing yourself, you know like what you shouldn't be doing, because a lot of the things we are doing is just an illusion. It gives the illusion of you are learning something. It's not actually learning something. Sometimes the things we do, have you ever had this feeling? You keep doing something, but you don't have results. But you wonder, but I'm spending so much time. Why am I not getting the results? If you find that the answer to be yes, chances are you're doing something which is giving you the illusion of progress. Then you need to find out what is the illusion. Like for me, it's watching a lot of videos. Gives me the illusion of learning. So happens that my personality type likes to learn a lot of things. So I need to stop that and like, change the way I do my personal development. And when I know that, I know there are certain type of people I find it very hard to tolerate. So I need to see like why people they value different things. Why are some people they are easily offended? Like I generally feel people are easily offended. It's because I value the truth more than other people's feelings. That's me. It's actually my personality type. I value truth much higher than personality feelings. My thinking is, if I hurt your feelings, too bad. I rather be truthful rather than telling you what you want to hear. But that is very, very minority. Most people don't like that. So I'm like, oh shit, I thought everybody wants to hear the truth. Guess not. Okay, so once I know that, then I'm like, I'm ultra selective when I give advice. I'm very, very selective when I give advice. So I'm like, okay, unless they show some initiative, they show they can implement changes, then I don't really want to give one-on-one advice. So that is like how I implement my personality, the info I got from this. Okay. From what I read, this seems to help a lot of people, but the sample size is very small. So just let me know like how much you agree. And this personality is fluid. It can change. It can change. I think when I started out, I was a different personality type, but now I'm this. Crystal started out same personality type with me, but now she changed. Just by the way. So this personality thing is not permanent. It's not permanent. Okay, so it can change, but I think I kind of like maybe I'm just used to it. I kind of like I know my strengths and weaknesses, so I need to know. Another benefit is you know who you work well with, who are the type of people that can really be a very good partner for you, because they can help you to cover your weakness. So this is a good way to give you a shortcut, like who is good to work with, who if you can you want to avoid. Okay, copywriters, you can choose to avoid people. Closers, I don't think we can avoid people. Okay, copywriter, you can be a bit more selective. That's the good thing about copywriting. And who is like the person who you can seek advice from, and what type of advice they tend to give. Like for me, it's mostly like strategies, very analytical. Okay, but if you want the emotional kind of answers, I'm really the wrong person to ask. Okay, so if let's say you want like a positive reinforcement, I'm usually not the best person to ask, but I know that. But so when sometimes I give review, I try not to be too direct. I try to give a bit of a, hey, I'm glad you took some action. Okay, this is, I try to recognize the smaller efforts before I give the critics. Else people feel very depressed when they talk with me. Ball will know that. Ricky will know that. Oh, get depressed after you talk with me. Like shit. Okay. I have question how to get unstuck before the call ends. Yep, you can ask.
Okay, so just now you prompted me to think about this question. So I thank you for that, because I want to ask you a question about the proposal. Okay, so I can actually like spend 30 minutes and like or 1 hour every day to like send 3 proposals. But what I'm worried is that once I get like replies and interviews, or actually like real jobs coming in, then I'm worried that I can't like meet the deadlines for my existing job. So like, so it kind of like blocks me to like send more proposals, or I'm stuck whether to send more or send less, or like finish current client first, or like, yeah, I'm kind of in this situation, not sure how to balance it.
Okay. This is where actually I realized my coaching skill is not very good because I like to give answers. It's bad because actually I have a lot of answers. So a real good coach will ask you questions to uncover the real reasons. So let me try to do a bit of coaching instead of consulting. What is your main fear? Are you actually like worried you can't deliver on time? Or are you like, is it really a time problem? Well, what makes you think it's a time problem?
Like, let's say I'm handling multiple projects at the same time, and if I spend too much time on a client and I cannot do a good job on another client, and then maybe they will not be happy of my stuff, or maybe it's the reason why I might get a bad review. So I'm not sure if this is what I'm scared of, but yeah, I think like basically it, yes.
Okay, I think I suck as a coach, so I'll just give you my perspective.
Okay.
For me, what I did was last time I also have this mental roadblock. I'm like, if I take on too many projects, I'm scared I cannot deliver. Then I realized actually I'm actually I work extra very, very fast. I'm a very efficient type of people. So that rarely is the case. But if you say you're afraid about overwhelm, the best way to get around this fear is actually to go overwhelm yourself. Get so many clients until you actually have this problem. Because until you reach that problem, you don't know what is your limit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because like this reminds me that I'm actually worrying about my limits without actually knowing where my limits
Yeah,
are.
I was thinking of an analogy to give, but I can't think that fast. I was thinking like you're worried you can't change the tires of your Lamborghini. You're asking me that question. Now my question will be, do you have a Lamborghini now?
Yes.
Don't have.
Great
Why are you
analogy.
asking this question? Okay, but I don't know how to coach. But if you ask me to be a consultant, I can consult you on this. Coaching is actually harder. And sometimes it's bad because I think I'm a pretty good consultant. I can give answers very quick. But if I want to coach, I need to refrain from actually giving answers. So yeah, I hope that was useful. Now, how do I know this? Is because I was overwhelmed myself. At one time, I took on 5 retainers with monthly deliverables. Each of them is anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month. That was last year. It's not that long ago. So I actually took so much until I worked like about, I think, 16 hours a day. Not only doing the work, I have to manage freelancers. I have to meet with the clients. And end up, most of them are not happy with the result. Like we're talking about two out of 5 who are actually satisfied. 3 is actually not satisfied. Okay, but until you hit that, I'll say you don't know what is your limit. So it's actually okay. I mean, even like the worst case scenario. Now here is where I apply a little bit of coaching. What is the worst thing that can happen? They give you a bad review. Sorry, you can't finish the work. They give you a bad review. Anything worse than this that can happen?
I don't think so. But bad review, I think it's like the first few reviews are actually very important. I'm not sure if
yes and no. Now, for people to leave you a bad review, what needs to happen? Late and bad work. Late and bad, correct?
Yes.
How do they know if you're doing a bad job? They don't. So that's not going to happen. So as long as you're not late, shouldn't be a problem. Now, let's say if you're really worried about time, if you really can't finish it, go get someone on Fiverr, go get someone on Upwork, outsource the task. Get someone on Pay Academy, the person pay you 300, you pay the person 300 just to solve a problem. So that's a solution. So when I show you what's the worst thing that can happen, you don't think it's a bad thing, correct? Like that's like the worst thing that can happen to me. it's like the clients are not happy, then they don't renew, which I'm like, yeah, I do expect them not to renew because I just can't help them. So many people, 5 of them. I just can't. So I fully expect them to drop out. But I don't know who will drop out. So until you hit that, I don't think you will know. And I don't think it's a very good concern to have at this stage.
Yes, makes sense. So
Yeah,
I'm
so-
actually overthinking about like 1,000 steps ahead instead of my next step.
Yes, unless you're Antoine and you are worried about too much work. Okay, for him, then he have a different problem. Him, I'll say he needs to get somebody to do the work for him. He need to coach others to do the work. So he has a different problem. You are not in his situation. You don't
Yes.
need to worry about his problem. You worry about your problem.
Yes, love it, love it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. The replay of this video will be uploaded on my YouTube channel. So if you would like to re-listen your part, it will be there. And usually I don't really edit the videos. It's just I cut the starting part a little because usually I'm 10 minutes early. Okay, so hope this was helpful and I'll see you guys next week.
Right, thank you.
Bye.